Welcome to Hamsteroasis. As you can see, we have bought a lot of material for building a new enclosure for our hamster Mocha. Originally, we planned on building about a 2,000 square inch enclosure, but we noticed that Niteangel had a stacker enclosure system in which you can connect multiple enclosures together to make a larger enclosure. We decided to buy 3 of them and connect them together for one large enclosure. This would give us almost 1,800 square inches, which is less than we intended, but still a lot bigger than the previous enclosure, which is just over 600 square inches. By the way, if you were wondering, the enclosures were close to $200 each, and the extra wood and material were just over $300. So this is not a cheap project. When ordering from Niteangel, they usually include everything you need to assemble the products you purchased, such as these gloves and this screwdriver, which came with each enclosure. These are the instructions for putting the new enclosure together. And the last page shows the expansion accessories, which are not included. I didn't realize they were not included until I bought the 3 enclosures, but I thought I could just go online and order them. So no big deal. However, I noticed they were not for sale and they are not on Niteangel's website. So I sent an email to Niteangel asking about the expansion accessories, and they wrote back to me stating that they wouldn't be available for another 2 months. We didn't want Mocha to wait 2 months before getting his larger enclosure, so my husband came up with an idea on how to connect the enclosures. By the way, when we received the 3 enclosures, 2 of them arrived in perfect condition, but one had a broken glass panel, as you can see, so we returned it and got another one. We were surprised at how the glass shattered into what looked like a million pieces, and we really hope none of the glass ends up breaking when Mocha is in the enclosure. It kind of worries us that there is no protective coating on the glass to prevent it from shattering into all these pieces. Be careful if you buy one of these enclosures. The first thing we did was make a couple of tables to put the enclosures on. We used these legs for the tables, and the guy at the hardware store sold us these hardware plates to connect the legs. But after realizing the legs were square at the top, we knew these plates were not the correct way to attach the legs. When screwing on the legs, there is nothing to ensure the square tops would be properly aligned when fully tightened. So we returned those plates and instead bought some wood for braces. Technically, this is the way the legs should line up with the side braces. But to do it that way would be extra work because we would need to get some type of angle bracket to go in here to attach it. We need to have a bolt like this to go into here. You can see how this here is flat. That would be where the bolt goes. And you'd need to tighten it on, and it's just a lot of extra work. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is to butt these up and put the leg in the inside like this. Then we'll just attach the legs to the side braces by drilling some holes right here and putting some screws in and over here. That way, the whole brace with the legs itself will be strong enough to hold the enclosure, and then we just need to attach the tabletops to that. Then once the frame is made with the legs attached to it, we'll use some pieces of wood like this to attach the frame to the tabletop. We'll put them in a few different places. Then all we need to do is to put some screws in here to attach it to the tabletop and put a screw in here to attach it to the side frame. So these are the raw pieces that we cut to make the tabletop, and this is how it's going to be assembled. The idea for these tabletops is that we'll screw these hanger bolts in all the corners. And these bottoms have holes in all the corners, and the holes will line up with the bolts. And now this can't slide around. And we have 2 extra bolts over here to butt the bottoms together. Now they can't slide away from each other. This is what the tables look like after assembly and staining them. And this is how the tables are screwed together. This is where the new enclosure will be going. Here are the tables with the hanger bolts installed. Here's the middle bottom connecting the tables together. Then the left bottom is added. And finally the right side bottom is added. Here's the wood that my husband cut up to attach the enclosures together. The idea is to put 2 side pieces on the bottom and then attach a piece to the top of them. Then there will be 2 side pieces that extend up with corner pieces that attach to the bottom to hold them in place. Then we'll add some side rails to hide the plastic corner pieces. Finally, there will be a top plate that connects with a couple more corner pieces. So this is how my husband screwed the bottom pieces together. And it'll just sit over the hump down there. Then this is how the side pieces were screwed together. And then the top piece will just screw on at the end to hold it all together. The sides will stay in place without being screwed to the bottom. And here's the new enclosure all put together. By the way, you might have noticed there's a TV above the enclosure. We don't use that TV anymore to ensure we don't disturb Mocha. To finish it off, we bought a set of drawers from IKEA to hold all the hamster snacks and accessories. The drawers cost $130. So altogether, this whole project was over $1,000 US. But we believe that Mocha is worth every penny of it. Be sure to stay tuned to our next video, which will show how we filled the enclosure, and we'll show you Mocha's first reaction to his new enclosure. Thanks for watching. Bye.